Welcome to Jeff Nice Guy Media.
Now, let me tell you the truth. Olumide Akpata is a man of substance. I am a lawyer. When he was the MBA chairman, he did not borrow any 1 naira. He used the MBA money and left billions for MBA after his tenure. It has never happened. And we fulfilled all our programs in MBA. This man has a magic wand. Let me tell you, if Edo people know what is good for them, they should just unanimously bring out Olumide Akpata to be the next governor of the state. Olumide is the best person for Edo State because this is a bright head. This is an administrator par excellence. He has done it before, he will do it again.
All right, Kenneth, we're pressed for time.
Adequate respect for the Bini Kingdom.
Yes.
He's going to plan, organize, direct, and control the resources of Edo State.
Kenneth, if you can hear me.
Services for Edo people.
Kenneth, if you can hear me, just before I let you go,
Hey guys, it's election season again, but this time it's happening in Edo State. You know, they said Edo State know they carry last, but it seems something negative has crept into Edo State politics. We used to reference Edo State as a cradle for peaceful election. You know, Nigerian politics will leave you completely drained. When you look at discussion taking center stage during our election campaign, you agree with me that we are far from civilization and redemption. A country with over 100 million of our citizens still living in multi-dimensional poverty, no power, lack access to good potable drinking water, out-of-school children, insecurity, food inflation. One would expect that our citizens will be engaging in constructive discussion to select credible leaders. But no, every election cycle is always tribal politics and character assassination. This is what the citizens focus rather than looking at prospective candidates with track records and credentials. Let's leave tribal politics for now. We will talk about this in another video. Let's talk about character assassination, which is the focal point of this video. During the last election, Mr. Peter B came up with his antecedent as governor of Anambra State for 8 years. He talked about the education, the security, the healthcare, and the pulling people out of poverty as his achievement. But a lot of persons left that focal achievement and was assassinating his character that he used Anambra State money for his personal record. Imagine trying to defame the character of someone that saved money, but eulogize the character of someone that stole the treasury of the state dry. Of course, I'm talking about Yaya Bello. You all know how people eulogize him and even say that he's better than Mr. Peter Obi. Olumide Akpata was the president of the Nigerian Bar Association from July 30th, 2020 to August 2022. He was the first non-senior advocate to occupy that position.
The call to the Nigerian Bar, the crowning achievement of years of hard work and determination, and the beginning of a glorious dream of reaching the heights of legal acclaim and professional distinction. But is that dream your reality today? Sadly, for a disheartening proportion of lawyers in our great country, it is not. On the contrary, we are currently witnessing a time in our nation when the rule of law is needed now more than ever before to stem the rising tide of lawlessness and impunity and position Nigeria for the greatness that she truly deserves. And it is for these reasons that I, Olumide Akpata, am running for the office of President of the Nigeria Bar Association in the upcoming elections. And why me? Firstly, in my nearly 30 years as a lawyer, I have been fortunate and privileged to achieve most of my professional dreams. Together with my partners, we have built our law firm template literally from scratch. As a small firm with only 4 lawyers in Southwest Ikoyi, to where we presently are with well over 100 lawyers, including 2 senior advocates of Nigeria, practicing law at the commanding heights of the profession and featuring in most of the big ticket transactions in this jurisdiction. Secondly, I'm a barman. I have served the Nigeria Bar Association at literally all levels. I'm an active member of the Lagos branch of the association. I'm a foundation member of the section on business law, a section that I went on to lead as chairman in 2016 up until 2018. I have served on the National Executive Committee of the association, and I have been a member of that body from 2014 till date. I have served twice as secretary of the Conference Planning Committee for the conference of 2015 and that of 2016. And I was also co-chair of the planning committee for the 2019 Annual General Conference. One that has been adjudged as being the most successful so far organized by this association. Successful from the point of view of content and also organization, but also
Olumide Akpata is now contesting as the governor of Edo State under the Labour Party. There has been a lot of talk that Olumide Akpata should not contest the election because he is not from Edo Central. We'll talk about that later. Olumide Akpata has come under intense character assassination, which has always dominated Nigerian politics. This year is one of the cases of character assassination we are talking about. This lady, in a now-deleted tweet, alleged that Olumide Akpata did not represent the interests of the people as NBA president, signifying a situation when a lawyer, Inebong Effiong, was detained by a judge. I am not a lawyer, hence I cannot verify if she is lying or not. However, the person she tagged, who was the person that was wrongly incarcerated, came up and denied the allegation. In his tweet, he said, "This is not accurate, please. Olumide Akpata went to great lengths to defend and protect me, despite the insult he received from envious and malicious lawyers, politicians, and individuals from Akwa Ibom State. Akpata sent his vice to visit me in custody and also took my case to the National Executive Committee of the NBA. He also appointed representatives of the NBA to join my legal team. I don't know what's going on in Edo State, but the Akpata that let the NBA display courage and integrity. He's one of the best presidents that the NBA has produced. He challenged very powerful forces in the legal profession and did not spare a moment to hold the rotten Buhari junta accountable. If it is about leadership, Akpata is excellent. Now, this person that is making this tweet is the person that this lady alleged that Akpata did not visit when he was detained, and this guy is from Akwa Ibom State. Even when lawyers from Akwa Ibom State, politicians from Akwa Ibom State, they were envious. They were trying to make Akpata not to speak for him, but Akpata went all out for him and spoke and defended him until he was released from custody. He is also a lawyer. Maybe you're not aware of the case. This Nibehi Effiong challenged a judge in Akwa Ibom State, and the judge issued a warrant for his arrest. He went further to state, when he wanted to be president of NBA, some of us felt he would be too elitist because he led Templars, one of the biggest elite law firms in Nigeria. Alas, Akpata turned out to be the exact opposite. I don't want to make this about politics. Olumide Akpata is very honest and principled man. This man challenged the process of appointment of judges in ways that shocked many. He publicly disagreed with the then Chief Justice of Nigeria. Given how our profession is in Nigeria, it takes a very courageous person to do that. Akpata took Buhari to the cleaners many times. When many lawyers and Nigerians protested against the invitation of El-Rufai to the annual general conference of the NBA, Akpata removed his name. Please, let's not demonize a good man because of political expediency. The attached photo was taken when Akpata personally appeared in court on behalf of the NBA in one of the public interest lawsuits instituted during his presidency. This clarification made many lawyers who witnessed Olumide reign as NBA president to speak up and defend his presidency. Here are some of the tweets. Aside his stellar performance as NBA president, where he revolutionized and repositioned the NBA, he equally stood against the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration, fought for the people, spoke for the hopeless. Olumide, who was just few months in office as NBA president, stood for the young people of Nigeria during the EndSARS protests and defended them. points to the fact that Olumide is a people-centric leader. He cares about the people. Olumide law firm Templars pays his staff the best of wages. Aside all this, Olumide is someone who rose to excellence by hard work and tenacity, not by government patronage and legacies. Now look at someone with all this qualification, look at someone with all this excellence, look at someone with all this hard work, look at someone with all this people-centric leadership skill. But all this is being hidden. People are not talking about competence, people are not talking about character, people are not talking about people's leadership skill. All they are talking about is zoning and tribalism. All they are talking about is character assassination. This is what Nigerian politics has turned out to be. Nigeria has so many excellent leaders that can transform this country around. But the people who make the decision to elect their leaders, they don't focus on electing credible leaders. Rather, they focus on tribalism and zoning. This is 2024. Edo people, I want to ask you a very important question. What is more important to you? Is it someone that will give you good government, or someone that will be compensated because he or she came from a particular tribe? Are you aware that Alex Oti won the governorship election in Abia State against the zoning principle in Abia State? Imagine if the Abians, they've decided to go by zoning, they would have voted a PDP man. Imagine a PDP man in Abia State. Abia State would not have been experiencing the transformative leadership they are experiencing under Alex Oti, because they decided to go for zoning rather than competence. You have an illustrious son who has built his capacity, who has built himself through hard work and tenacity, who has worked with the people, who spoke for the people. For you to speak for the NSAS victim during the NSAS protest against President Muhammadu Buhari, it shows that you really love the people. Now let me ask you a question. What exactly is the antecedent of this Aso Igadelo that you all propagating because he came from Edo Central? All you keep shouting is that he's competent, he's competent. What exactly is his antecedent? What has he done? He has been in government. What effect, what positive changes has he made while being in government? These are the questions you should be asking yourself. And if you all care about equity, justice, and fairness, why didn't you all appoint a Muslim as a gubernatorial candidate in Edo State? Why did you all not appoint a female gubernatorial candidate? Why must you appoint a mayor? You are talking about equity, you are talking about justice, you are talking about fairness. If you so much believe in all this, why didn't you appoint a Muslim or a female to lead as a gubernatorial candidate in PDP? Why did you have to go and appoint a mayor that has been in government under Obaseki? Why didn't you appoint someone else? When politicians want to divide the people, when politicians want to go away with their maladministration, when they want to go away with whatever they want to do, they introduce tribalism, they divide the people. Edo State is a very peaceful state. Edo State know they carry last. But look at what is happening in Edo State today. You are not talking about competence. You're not talking about what this man can bring to the table. Forget about big grammar. We are talking about what has been done before. What exactly has he done? The offices the person handled. How was he able to transform the life of the people? You people are not even concerned about that. You are talking about because he came from Edo Central. You see how you are all divided because of politics. You are all divided between the central, the north, the south, and the east. This is not what we should be talking about in 2024. Look at what is happening in our country today because of a Miloko. Some people voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has turned out to be a colossal failure. The Nigerians are suffering because of a Miloko. Do you want to replicate that same thing? Olumide Akpata has shown that he is a people-centric person, somebody that was the NBA president against all odds, the first non-senior advocate to become an NBA president, and he did excellently well. You have seen the people speaking for him. 2 years after he left office as NBA president, the people are still speaking for him. His antecedents are there. People equate him as the best NBA president that this country has ever seen. You want to lose this illustrious son? You want to lose this man with a touch of excellence? You want to lose this man that will bring people-centric leadership to Edo State, that will be closer to the people? Have you seen his campaign? Have you seen the way he interacts with the people? Have you seen the way he's talking about bringing health care, bringing schools closer to the people? This is what he's propagating. Come on! Don't allow politicians divide you along ethnic and tribal line. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.